Welcome to the overnight. This is the daytime edition. Yeah, it's Wednesday morning. I was going to do a video Sunday night, but I fell asleep and I didn't have time the last couple nights to do a video, so I figured to do one this morning while I'm at work. About, a lot of shit's been going on the last couple of days in Giant Land. Blew another double-digit lead on Sunday. Game was highly winnable. Especially they looked pretty good. And with the turnover in the red zone with Dart, and I'll talk about Dart in a few, and the Bellinger drop in the fucking end zone on 4th down earlier in the game and whatnot, and everyone's blaming, the moment that Dart went down, we were going to lose because Russell Wilson went in and whatnot. So, it's... Your defense just falls apart the wrong fucking time. Just does. How many times is that? And you say that's the 4th double-digit lead on the road. I've always said, bad teams find ways to lose and they find creative ways. And Giants found another creative way this week. And it cost Brian Daboll his job. And rightfully so. Because I've said it all fucking offseason that Brian Daboll won't make it to week fucking 9 after the second Eagles game because of the schedule and the way the run defense fucking looked. And so, is it any surprise? Daboll should have been fired after the, he was going to be fired after the Denver game, but Mara got talked out of that, which was wrong. And what's more of a pressing question, everyone's fucking pissed off about Joe Schoen staying and now leading the search for new head coach and shit like that, but how did Shane Bowen survive this? He should have been gone with Daboll. And I think he's going to be gone eventually. I think he's going to be gone within the next couple of weeks. Because, yes, they announced today that Jameis Winston's going to start over Russell Wilson. Okay, it's a good start in the interim Mike Kafka era. But I still see it as it's if you watch the game on Monday night with the Packers, that is going to be Sunday's game is going to be a get right game for the Packers. It's just going to be, will the defense mail it in at the wrong time? I think they will. Just to get fucking Bowen out. And if they don't do it this week, Detroit's going to put a 50 on them. So, we'll see what happens Sunday. But everyone is so fucking pissed off about Shane leaving his... think about this. Yes, everyone wants Joe Schoen fired. Do I want Joe Schoen fired? No. Why? Because I feel he can do I think he can improve this team more. I think he can. He's gotten the talent. He's gotten the talented. And, everyone was so excited about this player, that player, this player. And then all of a sudden, you put him in fucking Dable's hands and his coaching staff, and after year one, they fucking... And there was so much shit about Dable, He favoritism of players. He let shit slide. It was a country club type training camp. And you see with all these fucking injuries, never gets his team prepared. Too much of a hothead. The fucking turnstile for coaches, for his coaches under him. And then I think the capper was Dart. We all knew when Jackson Dart was going to start week 4, Brian Dable was going to coach, was coaching for his life. He was on thin ice and it was starting to crack. And then you knew it was going to happen because, yes, Dart took unnecessary hits. I'm sorry, you're 7 games into your NFL career and you've been in the blue, and then you've been evaluated for a concussion 4 fucking times. And then your fucking head coach runs into the fucking blue tent to speed up the fucking process because you fucking know that he needed Jackson Dart to save his job. And the moment he went into that locker room, you just knew that Brian Dable was finished. You knew. And you could tell after the first win. The way he hugged him, like, I'm hoping you're saving my job. I need more wins. And now that Shane is leading this coaching search and everyone's all fucking bent up in arms about, the replacements, Lou Anarumo, Mike McCarthy, Steve Spagnuolo, they might just keep Kafka. I mean, Kafka have a 7-game tryout. Do I think he's head coach material? We'll see. We'll see how these 7 games roll. If he is like he is a fucking OC, it ain't gonna work. You gotta remember, he got promoted. He was calling plays this year, and sometimes the play callings was terrible. He got his play calling duties yanked last year when he was 31st in the league, when the offense was 31st. And then all of a sudden you promote him to fucking interim head coach? I was not down with that. I need whoever is going to take this head coaching job, the first thing right off the fucking bat is they need to fix the fucking culture in the locker room. Period. Point fucking blank. Because I thought, and I was dead wrong on this, because, and I said it, if Davis has a second chance, he needs to fucking fix the culture. He needs to fix it quick. And I thought he did that during the preseason, because the guys on the fucking sidelines were fucking happy and shit like that, and it took 1 fucking quarter. It took 1 fucking quarter. Done. And all you've seen after every game, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. He deserved to be fired. He deserved to be fired last year. I'm sorry. And fucking, I was listening to Salicata on saying that Brian Dable was doing a better job than Joe Shane. Are you fucking on crack? I remember when Bill Parcells once said, "Your record says what you are." 20-40-1. Joe Shane needs to find someone that's going to command the locker room. and then get an up-and-coming creative offensive coordinator. And you go and get yourself a defense. If you want Antonio Pierce to run the defense, I'm fine with that. And I hear Bill Belichick's name. You know what? I'd rather have Bill Belichick run the defense. Just to finish out his career in the league. He's not, head coach is not defensive coordinator. That would be a perfect capper for him. But you know, if you look at Philly, look at Philly. I remember a few years back, they wanted Harry Roseman out the fucking door. And look at the coaches he had. He had Doug Peterson, which I think name will pop up in the Giants coaching search. I wouldn't be surprised. Chip Kelly. You know, and then you found Sirianni. And look at him now. It takes time. These things won't happen fucking overnight. It takes time. You get the right coach, you get the right coordinators, and this job is pretty intriguing. Look what you have. You have Jackson Dart, which is a franchise quarterback, and I think this guy could be the limit. Can be the limit for him if he stays out of the fucking blue tent. You got a fucking stud wide receiver in Malik Neighbors. Will be back for week 1 off an ACL. You got a fucking banger in Cam Scatterboo as your lead back. You got one of the best left tackles in the league, Andrew Thomas, and you got that defensive line. You put the right pieces, and this turns around fast. And we can compete with Philly. We can compete with Dallas. Because aren't you fucking sick and tired of losing to them? I am. You know,
I'm gonna open up the bridge again, Marcus.
I think, in the last 7 games, how many games do you think Mike Kafka can win? If there's no changes. But I think there will be changes. I think there will be more changes. Because I think as of right now, if there are no changes, best case scenario, I think the Giants win 3 more games. Now, if they get rid of Shane Bowen, I think they can win 5. Is the Packers game winnable? It can be. Depends on your defense. I think Detroit's going to put up 50 on them. I know New England is improved mightily and is that a winnable game? Sure is. Can we beat them? I think we can. If we have the right defense, if Shane Bowen is fired, I think we could definitely beat Washington because they haven't looked good this year. We beat Vegas and we could beat Dallas. So we'll see what happens. But I just think getting the right staff in place will turn this all around. And then you have a high draft pick, and you got you got a pretty decent fucking salary cap. So this job is And some coaches saying, like, I'll take that. I think this will turn around. I think this is going to be one of the last years that we have a losing record. I think if you get that right coach and you get that culture fixed. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, now that Jameis is gonna start this week, that, you know, and you let fucking Jackson Dart heal. And I think Jameis Winston will... It'll be interesting. I mean, I think it will be exciting. Because, you know, he's going to throw it to, you know... He'll throw those couple touchdowns, but, you know there's a couple of picks coming. You just know it. But I think that... But we'll see come later, you know, later in the week how the roster is going to construct. Where are we going to, like... Because when you look at Sunday, when you have fucking your punt returner getting targets in the end zone, when you have fucking Jalen Hyatt, what are we doing? And I think we'll see if Jalen Hyatt is and Ray McCloud are more utilized in this offense this week. We'll see what happens. I just think that they will be. You know, but I think Theo Johnson's going to be more predominantly target because I think he's going to way improve, and he had a good game, and I think he's just going to get better and better. But, you know, that's about it for today. Like I said, you know, a lot of shit, you know, I've been watching a lot of fucking shit, reading a lot of things on Twitter, you know, about a lot of people, you know, why Shane needs to fucking go. And they're all pissed off that he's leading the GM, the head coach search. Give him a fucking chance. Give him a chance. That's all I have to say. Just give him this chance. If he doesn't get it right, then you can fire him and do whatever. But if he gets this head coach right, and he gets it right for next year's draft, I don't want to hear the words fire Joe Shane ever again from anybody. That's how I see it. But it'll be another gloomy day today. It's gonna fucking rain all day, but I'll probably do a video on Sunday or before Sunday. But I might do a video on the Nets probably Friday night. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, yes, they're 1-10. Yes, they're a fucking extremely young team. And our 8th pick is starting to slow down for him. I mean, yes, he's got a nice little 3-point jumper going on, but he's getting that little baby steps, getting the, you know, driving to the rim and facilitating. And I think it's just going to get better. So that's about it for today. And everyone, you have a good fucking day.